tell me a bit about your background in the North State, growing up locally, and what started your love for skiing?
Yeah, for sure. I came to Reading when I was 9 and then attended Reading School of the Arts from 2nd grade through 8th grade. And then I went to Shasta High School through sophomore year and then went to a school in Tahoe for skiing. And then so in Reading, RSA was a great culture. It very introduced and mixed in with music and dance, and that's definitely influenced who I am today. There's actually a video of me dancing at the World Champs. That was a really cool experience to see, but yeah.
That's fun. What got you interested in skiing? Is it a family thing, or you just decided to do it?
It was like first time skiing for my whole family, basically, and we were just looking for something to do, as I said earlier, but at first I really hated it. It was really tough. You're trying to pizza the skis and crashing all the time. But then we started doing it more and more often, and I started to enjoy it more along with skiing with my other brothers. Yeah.
Gotcha, that's fun. And so, well, tell me about Austria. Tell me all about that experience and what it was like.
Yeah. Austria is super beautiful. The mountains are just completely different. They're massive and gorgeous peaks, but it's where alpine skiing is created. It's their country's national sport. It's America's kind of football or basketball. And yeah, we went there to attend World Champs, and I was representing Taiwan. And I was able to qualify for the final race and place 43rd out of 100, and it was a great experience. Yeah.
And then I know that this may need approval too from the Olympic Committee, but for qualifying for the Olympics, so was that prior, leading up to Austria?
Yeah.
Okay, when was that? When did that take place?
So to qualify, you have to get a certain amount of FIS points, and these FIS points are acquired by attending races and scoring a certain amount of time after the person first, or to get those points. And then you have to get a bunch of those results in order to attain those points. And so I was able to do that by going to Canada, Finland, Austria, Sweden, and racing in those places, and yeah.
Gotcha. So when did you officially qualify?
A couple months ago at a race, yeah.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you'll be representing Taiwan coming up in 2026 in Italy. How do you feel? How does that accomplishment feel? Congratulations.
It feels very crazy. Growing up, I saw all these guys on TV and those guys are crazy. They're insane. What are they doing? And then it just feels unreal to be able to represent my country or my dad's country and able to experience that. But however, it's I still have to wait for approval from the National Committee, as you mentioned, but I'm qualified to do so.
And then, do you know the time frame for approval yet?
Yeah, the qualifying period ends January 2026, and that's when the final decision is made.
Okay. And then from now until the Olympics, what does everything look like for you with training or competing?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to Taiwan National Championships in a week, which is in Japan, as well as Japan National Championships to compete. And that kind of helps the decision for the National Committee to choose who they're going to select for the Olympics. But yeah.
And the category would just be in alpine skiing?
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay. And then what does your kind of routine look like normally with training?
So we wake up very early, usually 5 or 6, maybe 7 if it's a little later. Then I shower, do a cold shower. It feels nice to wake up, but a little sleepy in the morning. I'm not a morning guy, but yeah, have good breakfast, sometimes light, like bananas, fruits, and some type of juice, which is good. And then we pack all my layers and my equipment into my boot bag and carry my skis into the car. We drive to the resort usually, and then usually I'm plugged into headphones or visualizing what I'm gonna do mentally. And we put on our boots, go on the gondola or lift, and just start training from there. And usually we train 4 or 6 hours just running this course as well as free skiing. And afterwards we have lunch and review our video from our coaches for like half an hour, and later we do recovery sessions or strength training.
Gotcha.
And, yep.
And that's all like Monday through Friday, or is that every day?
Yeah. Usually it's like 4 or 5 days at a time, and then have a couple rest days in between.
Okay, gotcha. I need the full routine of an Olympian. What does it look like? That's great. What do you love most about the sport?
That's a good question. So I love being able to experience so many different cultures and people by traveling. I've been to like New Zealand, I'm about to go to Japan, Austria, all these great places with these like new foods, new people, new architecture. It's like really mind-boggling for me to see. It's like completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then down the road, what are your future goals, just in general or with the sport?
In the future, I want to create my own brand actually for winter sports, like opening the door to people who might not have had the opportunity to ski like me at like later in life, and as well as lowering my fist points and just enjoying life.
Fine.
I played basketball, swimming, tennis. I played AAU basketball through middle school, and I really enjoyed basketball. I still play to this day. But the reason I chose skiing was because during the COVID era, not many other sports were available. Yeah, I was on Shasta High School's team, and then I was able to qualify for states, which was a big achievement for me at the time. And I was like, whoa, I can actually kind of do this well. And so I went to the states. I was like really nervous, but I managed to snag a top 10 spot in states, and at that point in time I was like, I can do this more, I can be better and pursue this.